What's up, collectors? So it's been a very long time since I reviewed any type of Marvel action figures on this channel. I think the last time I reviewed a Marvel action figure was when I reviewed the basic 5-inch Black Panther figures with the vibranium suit Black Panther and the Killmonger figures. And with all of the hype surrounding Avengers Infinity War, I felt motivated to buy a few of these Marvel Legends and review them on this channel. Also, I am a Marvel Legends collector. I've been collecting these things since they used to be with Toy Biz, but now they are with Hasbro with brand new packaging and all. And, you know, the toys have always improved over time. But today I will start out with this special Toys R Us exclusive 2-pack of Scarlet Witch and Vision, which you can only get off of the Toys R Us website right now, or you can go to your local Toys R Us while it's still open, because sadly Toys R Us is going bankrupt and they are closing all over the world. So I would hurry up and get to your local Toys R Us to look for these guys, or go to their website. But I don't know if I would recommend ordering the set from the website, because since they are closing, so you might run into some issues with them canceling orders and stuff like that. But I have it set kind of like an angle like this, because if I move it like that, you can tell the glare from the window in my background is showing up on the package, so that's why I kind of have it slanted like that, so you guys can see everything inside the package a little bit better. As you can see, Scarlet Witch comes with extra accessories that you could put on each of her hands. And Vision here, which is the first Marvel Legends MCU, or MCEU, whatever, MCU Vision that's ever been created. I know they've made a bunch of other Visions before, but those all have been comic book versions, and this is the first MCEU one. Yeah, so he comes with swappable fist or hands. You could, swap out the hands, open hands with the fist. And I kind of want to experiment with those fists when I review Iron Spider, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but Iron Spider here, no swappable hands. He comes with his web-slinging position there. Now, I know later this year there might be another Iron Spider with swappable hands and swappable heads, with a unmasked version possibly, and the mechanical legs you could put on his back. I have a feeling Hasbro is going to do that, so that's kind of unfortunate, but at least I got this in my collection so I could build the Thanos action figure. Alright, so let's take a look at the back, or let's take a look at the sides first. So here, on this side, there's a nice artwork of Vision from the movie. And on the other side, lovely artwork of Scarlet Witch, played by Elizabeth Olsen. Alright, there's the back there. Nice picture of the lovely couple, because they are a couple in the comics. And right here it says, both empowered by the Mind Stone, Vision and Scarlet Witch are powerful forces in the throes of battle. I find that interesting that it says both empowered by the Mind Stone. I thought only Vision is empowered by the Mind Stone. Why does it say both? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the stone after all. Kind of weird for me. But anyways, let's crack this open and start reviewing. And just real quick, I would like to mention the way they package Vision. His cape is going through the plastic and he's kind of stuck right now, so this is going to take me a while to free him. So I have finally freed Vision from the box. It took a little bit of extra force because I kind of had to squeeze and push really hard on that cape to get it through the opening cut of the plastic, because it was really, really stuck in there. I guess Hasbro assumed that most collectors would not open this set, and that's fine and all. I guess that's why most collectors would buy 2 sets of this lovely 2-pack. But yeah, so here they are. Look very nice together. I had a little bit of trouble trying to get Scarlet Witch to stand, and that's because I noticed she had heels, as you can see on the bottom of her boots. I never tried to get anything to stand that had heels before. So that was a little bit weird for me, because she kept... Oh, well, no, she's standing fine now. But as you can see, I have one of the accessories on her right hand. And sadly, I was trying to get a real good close-up on this, but my camera could not focus in on this tiny thing right here, because I really wanted to get a really good close-up on it, but sadly it was just all blurred out and would not focus. But I can still demonstrate this for you guys if I just put it around her wrist right here. Come on. Well, actually, you could put it on there any way you like, and it'll still look pretty neat. So before I get into the points of articulation, let's turn her around so you guys can get a nice look at the entire figure and see at the amazing work that they put into the detail of Scarlet Witch here. I believe this is non-removable, or trench coat, that is. I mean, you can try, but it might take a little extra work. Yeah, it might take a lot of work, but I believe it's not really meant to be removed. So, the paint does look pretty decent overall. She has her necklace, which is also painted. And her head, yeah, it's on a ball joint, but also it's very limited because of the hair. Notice the hair that's going around her shoulder and her back. So you could still move her head, but not by much. And here at the upper torso right here, it does have a swivel, so you can kind of turn her like that. Get her into some cool, you know, dynamic poses as she's turning at the upper waist area, or upper mid-torso area right there. Alright. For her arms, of course, out and in, or in and out, up and down like that. Single jointed at the elbow joint right here. It's not double jointed. So, you know, you could have her straighten out her arm like that, or bend it about that much. And for her hands, they do rotate, like so. I notice her left hand doesn't pivot that much, and it might be a little bit stiff on my figure right now, but her right hand does pivot quite easily, so you can have it down like that, or up like that. Alright, and that also should rotate. Yeah, it does. Alright. No waist articulation right here at the waist area, but like I mentioned before, it does at the upper mid-torso area right there. Alright, so moving down to her legs, you know, the usual forward and back. How come it's only going forward about that much? That's kind of weird. Well, she goes forward about that much on my figure. I don't know about your guys' figures. She does... her legs kind of go back that far. Once again, her trench coat is going to limit most of her leg movement, but since it's soft plastic, you know, it's not going to be that big of an issue. She is double jointed at the knee area, so you could get some good movement out of that. So you could get her in some pretty cool poses. And I noticed for the rest of her leg, she does not have any swivel at the boot area, but she does have leg pivoting, so you can pivot like up and down like that. And yeah, there's no cut anywhere in the boots area, so you cannot turn her lower ankle joints, but it does have that pivot, which is really nice. And as mentioned before, you can take these little accessories, put it around her hands, and make it look like she is using her powers. There you go. Let's see if I can get a cool pose out of this. If I had a stand, this would be a lot easier. But there you go. How cool is that? And I almost forgot, she has a thigh swivel right there. There's a cut right there, so you can turn it right there at the upper thigh. Alright, almost forgot about that. I apologize. So let's move on to vision now. Alright, so I'm just going to rotate the figure around so you guys can see the great amount of work that went into the paint and detail of this Vision figure. And excuse me if I've mispronounced some of the terminology when it comes to reviewing figures like this, because I've not reviewed figures like this in a long time, since my earlier days on YouTube, before I switched over into a more video game oriented channel. but I've been doing a little bit of everything in between. So video games, vlogs, unboxings. So I might not say most of the terminology correctly when it comes to reviewing these figures. Like this part right here, I'm not sure if that's called the upper ab crunch. Like I said, it's been a long time, but you can get him to look down like that or up like that, and it would help to have him looking up with that ball jointed head. You can get a good amount of movement out of that head. It does have a good amount of range because it's on a ball joint, just like most or all Marvel Legends action figures. So you can have them looking up like that far, or here, have them looking down that much. And, you know, the usual left and right. For the arms, of course, forward and back. Goes in and out, I believe. It's kind of stiff on this arm, so I'm going to try this arm. That's really stiff. That's really stiff, but I do not want to move it any more than that. It does move at the bicep area, I believe. Yeah, it does swivel at the bicep area, right there. He is double jointed at the elbows. Right there. So you can have him face palm if you want to. Like that. He does have waist articulation right there. Alright, and same thing. Move it like that. What was I going to say now? Oh yeah, I apologize if this video is going on for too long, but it's 2 action figures, so I was going to try to keep this under 10 minutes, but I'm going to have to speed this up. Alright, so down to the legs. You can move it that far forward and that much back. The cape is not going to be much of an issue because you can move that out of the way a little bit. Once again, it's non-removable. You can try, but it does feel like it's attached pretty good on there. It almost feels like it's glued down there at the shoulder parts. I would not recommend removing that unless you want to ruin your figures, unless you are a skilled customizer. All right. Let's see. So he does have a thigh swivel right there. All right. And double jointed at the knees. So if I could just move that. There we go. So you could have him kneeing Ultron. If you have an Ultron action figure, just bam. All right. Moving down to the boots. It does appear that there is no cuts down here, so you can't rotate anything, but he does have that, I guess you would call that, what, an ankle pivot? Or a leg pivot? Well, it's more so at the ankle, so yeah, it does ankle pivoting right there. Alright, so you can swap out his hands for the closed fist that he comes with, so just have to grab that firmly and pull that out. There's his hand, his severed hand there. He's like, why? Why did you do that to me? And swap it out with the fist right there. There we go. Now you have Vision with one open hand and one closed hand. And you can do the same thing with his right hand as well. Just grab it firmly, put some force into it, and remove that, like so. And switch it with the closed fist. I do want to experiment with these closed fists and see if they will fit on the Iron Spider-Man figure in the background, because as like I mentioned before, he only has like his web slinging pose with his hands. So it would be nice if I could put these hands or these fists on Spider-Man and see if that will work. Even though they might not be the same color as the rest of Spider-Man's suit, it might be 2 different shades of red, you know. But I like how you could swap these out with the closed fists. So make it look like he's angry or getting ready to punch somebody, which is pretty cool. Alright. So, if there's anything I'm missing, please let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I have not reviewed figures like these since my much earlier days on YouTube. So I might not be, or I might be a little bit rusty at it now. But I do apologize for this video going on for a bit too long, but it is 2 action figures after all, so yeah, of course it's going to be a little bit longer. And I will review the rest of the Avengers Infinity War series. Pretty much everything you see here in the background. I still do need Taskmaster, so once I find him, I will finally build Thanos for the, the final review for the Avengers Infinity War set. And if you guys want to take a look at the box again that these 2 came in, there it is in the background. Put it there like that. And here's the additional piece that was also included in the box. It has the awesome Avengers logo right there printed on. And it will not stand by itself because it'll just keep tipping over like that. But you guys, no, Vision, oh no! Curse you, human. You are not worthy. And we're back. Don't worry, Vision is okay. He's perfectly fine. I was trying to position his arms into the Black Panther pose, but I guess due to the length of his arms, it didn't quite work out well. But there you have it, my video review for the Marvel Legends Toys R Us exclusive 2-pack of Scarlet Witch and Vision. Once again, you could only find this set at Toys R Us, but sadly, Toys R Us is closing, and it's going to be pretty rough, pretty difficult to find this set unless you go online and find it, of course, because everything is available online, and that's why places like Toys R Us is going out of business, because everybody shops online every now and then. But yeah, I think that's about it. Let's see if I can get Scarlet Witch into another cool pose real quick before I end this video, just to, show you guys the amount of posability with these Marvel Legends action figures. And I do not own a stand, so yeah, there we go. That's kind of cool right there. How about that? Look up, Vision, look up. Look at your lovely wife there. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next one. For the next review, I might open up Iron Spider and take a look at him. So just so I could experiment with those swappable hands. I do not know if I will get to remove the hands from Spidey, but we will see. And I'll see you guys for the next one.